Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And today you are going to see Patton Kier in action. This is a bone store tank. Yes, you can buy it for bones. Not a tank which I would recommend to buy for anyone, but I like this tank. I kid you not, I like the Patton Kier. So what we are going to do, we are going to be playing a couple of games, and after that we will take one game from the stream whenever we played with this vehicle. And for me, this tank just simply works, if I can say so, right? Quick information. Last time we had a video back in 2024 February, so some time passed, let's say a year, right? And we will try to make this mother trucker work. Also, big fat thanks for every and each patron who made the decision to join and support the index and our work in this way. We appreciate you, and I hope you are having a very, 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 very good time with us. One more thing before we are going to teleport into the game, folks, the Patton Kier armor is non-existent, okay? Where the armor goes of this tank, I mean, holy bananas from Banana Land, you can get slapped in the face like there is no tomorrow, right? So, definitely not the best tank from the armor perspective. I think we definitely need to highlight that. Meanwhile, we are starting our game with a tier 10 matchmaking, which is quite unfortunate, but it is how it is. Not much what we can change about that. And you know me, we will try to do everything what we physically and possibly can in order to win the game and not to suck as well, right? So the first things first. What is our goal? What is our dream? There is a couple of the plays which we could do, obviously. We could go on top of the hill or we could play on the field. I think field is most likely the proper way for us to play. Is it the case or it's not the case? Only time will show that for us. We can see the object sitting over there, so I would rather avoid getting into any conflict with this mother trucking tank. But what we can do, we can play against the light tank over there around the side, right? This is perfection for us. Also, I knocked the wall down, so what we can expect if this Mr. Ru would say, oh, I wonder who is living here around the corner. We are going to slap him, right? So that's what we are doing. We are pre-aimed pretty well, and we definitely cannot complain about this. Good. Everything is okay. Everything is Gucci. We are gaming and we are having a good time. That's what we need. Also, I have a feeling if this gentleman will peek somewhere, it is going to be here. I do not really think he is going to be peeking here just because he suspects me watching this side, right? That's fair point, and that is alright. Unfortunately, because of the post, I could not spot the Ru. He actually peeked and he slapped me, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. We are going to be fine and we are going to survive this. Now, I am actually considering to get involved here, fellas. I am considering to get involved. I kind of want to make some pressure and I want to say hello for this Mr. Ru. So how about if we would do that? Also, just to let you know, we should be able to eliminate him from the game, right? Especially whenever he has 16 hit points left. It's just simply unfortunate fate for this gentleman, right? If I would be him, I would be running just as hard as this guy is running now, but truth to be told, there is nowhere to escape. He's dead meat. He's dead meat. He cannot do absolutely anything here, and that's great. Now, what is going to be the different step for us and how we are going to be approaching this game? We are going to play aggressively right here. Yes, you hear that, right? We are going to be aggressive in this area. We are going to say hello for this trash 103, which can shred us like there is no tomorrow. But until he will shred us, we are going to be punishing him very, very, very hard over there. Plus, on top of that, 257 doesn't really pay too much attention at us, so we can pretty much game over there without bigger problems whatsoever. Beautiful. Yes, this is a cocky move. Yes, we are making quite a bit of pressure, and yes, we are unstoppable mother truckers. Patton Kier in the house. Skill, you are making this tank work. Really? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I understand that this tank isn't a good tank. I understand it's not the best tank in the world of tanks, but in the same time, I do not hate this vehicle, believe me or not. I know it sounds very, very, very weird, because from the stats-wise, come on, let's get real. This is not a great tank in the world of tanks, fellas. It is not a great tank in the world of tanks, but it is hell of a fun vehicle to play with, and it is hell of a fun vehicle to perform overall. Right, Bobjack just bounced at us, which is completely fine. I am trying to make our guy to survive. That's great. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are going to be eliminating this mother trucker from the game at this point, and now we have the guy who is shooting us in the ass. And you know what? Jokes on him, I liked it. Not to this level. Fire! And I'm lit on fire and I'm dead meat. Unfortunate. But you know what? I enjoyed it. Even if I'm bottom tier, this is not the tank which I mind, and for me it just simply works as a vehicle. Now, I really want to highlight one thing. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I do not recommend to buy this tank. It is not a great tank. Me being able to play with a tank doesn't mean that everyone will and everyone will enjoy this to the maximum, right? It just doesn't work this way. Anyways, that being said, let's see the score. And we are back, that's great. 3,600 damage, 200 assisting damage, solid ace, nothing to complain about, right? Very, very good. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we got 101,000 profits. I'm telling you, Patton Kier is my tank, and I do enjoy playing with this mother trucker. And if I would compare it to the Schmutz, for me Schmutz is way worse than this tank is, although probably Schmutz is better tank. I'm weird, I know. Oh, would you look at this. Round number 2, Redshire Assault. We are okay, we can make it work. So, what is the goal? The goal is straightforward. I would say we are going to take this position here, and we will try to beat the living crap out of everyone who is sniping from the back, or alternatively, who are playing over there, right? The tank is relatively tall, so it's not going to be the easiest job in the world to make this position work, and obviously armor is definitely far away from being ideal. But in the same time, we have a Baza 176, so what could go wrong, fellas? What could go wrong? I do not really think we should be worried about this, if you know what I mean. That being said, fellas, let's see. We are in the good position, and all we want to do, you haven't missed anything. I reached the maximum space in the computer, so the computer said, you know what, you are not going to be recording anymore. Which is completely fine, and it is okay. We are fine, we are back, we are ready to go. Now, what do we want to do? We want to help our Baza to the best of our ability, right? Yes, I am very, very well aware of Baza being in loads of kaku in this situation, we get it, but we are going to be helping him to the best of our ability over there, right? Beautiful, IS-3 is dead, that's great. Now, we are going to focus the other IS-3 without bigger problems whatsoever here. I'm not too worried, I'm not too upset, I'm not too sad, everything is completely fine. All we need to do, we need to hit our shots, right? So let's aim properly and let's enjoy the life. Meanwhile, we have a defender here. Defender is extremely powerful, mother trucker. You know that and I know that. So we are going to be okay. And we have the gun depression to keep playing in this position, right? We need to keep this in mind. We definitely can afford playing here. Beautiful, very, very nice. Very nice. Defender is making sure that he is going to be defending, and we are making sure that we are going to be farming this IS-3, right? This is exactly what we are looking for. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Everything is completely fine. Boom. Excellent. We are doing a great job, fellas. Our defender is playing like crazy, mother trucker. Good, good, good. Very, very good play. Now, we have a conceiver who is going through the middle of the field, and he is pretending that he's the most powerful mother trucker out there. And that's a good thing for us, because we can just simply slap him, right? This is exactly what we are looking for. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Our team is doing extremely good job at this particular moment in time. I believe it's obvious. So all we need to do, we need to keep up the momentum and we need to keep making pressure towards the enemy forces. And once again, second game in a row, we are just slapping enemies left, right, and center, and we are enjoying ourselves pretty heavily. Even though this tank is pile of Kaku, you know that moment whenever you simply love pile of Kaku tank. Whatever the tank may be, community disagrees with pretty much everyone who likes the tank. Well, let's take as an example Chieftain T95. No one loves this tank. Apart couple of the individuals who loves the vehicle beyond belief, even though everyone would disagree with them that the tank is actually okay. And there is nothing bad about that as well, fellas. It is completely fine. So for example, this is the typical situation whenever someone more likely meta tank is coming to the game and slapping the living crap out of the poor Patton Kiar. But once again, it's completely fine. It is okay. We are not complaining about this. Another board. And you know what is the funny thing? I have a feeling that we are dead meats, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Another board going full Trollolo mode, and I'm dead. So 2 boards. It took 2 boards to kill us, but you know what? Once again, I am just feeling great. And that's not all. I have one game from stream to share whenever I felt like the most powerful mother trucker fighting in the heavy flank with this tank. So it's going to be interesting as well. Let's see the score, shall we? Oh, would you look at this beautiful Patton, care, and skill as a combination, and we are 2 aces in a row, and you will see the 3rd ace as well with this tank very, very soon. Anyways, 3,500 damage, 800 assisting damage, 3 kills, solid ace, definitely nothing to complain about. First by experience, first by the damage, and we got 106,000 profits. For me, this tank just simply works. Our average performance, I am playing with this tank better than 260, I'm not even joking. Our average performance is 3,500 damage, 500 assisting damage. Once again, nothing to complain about, nothing to cry about. Just simply overall great performance and good time with the tank, right? Now, for a 3rd game, you're going to see the highlight from the stream. It's going to be nice, I can promise you that. Another ace, and as a matter of fact, better game than any of the games that we have seen today so far. So without further ado, let's teleport straight into the action and let's continue with a game from the VOD. It is not worth bonds. Everything is bad about the tank. The tank doesn't have a single selling point. Everything is bad. You don't want to get it. If you care not to spend your bonds on some sort of pile of shit, you do not want to get this tank. I'm not joking. And it's not that I am mean. And it is not that I am mean, you know? The tank is just shit. Armor-wise, this tank is absolutely garbage. Gun, for what that is garbage. The tank has nothing to offer. There is nothing to even consider and to talk about. It's not average at everything, it's bad. For Death Star, for me, for most of the people, Death Star. Bad. This is a victim of the power creep. I don't really think that this tank was ever good, so victim of the power creep would indicate if the tank was good back in the day, which could be told for CDC, Schmutz, something that caliber, which was actually okay back in the day. I don't think that this tank was ever good, okay? Maybe that's me being bitch. I do not know. Maybe. Oh yeah. Richie, thank you very much for 2 months. Thank you. 2 years, sorry. Only 2 years because time is slower when I watch you. Too boring. I love you as well, Richie. I thought you were going to say time is going slower whenever you take shower for 3 days, but you know, fair enough, fair enough. Moods and CDC definitely, yeah, sure. Moods, there was a time when Moods came into the game, everyone had a boner on the schmutz. Everyone was like, oh, what a tank. What an experience. Oh, cool, why? You know, everyone was like, now, not even close. Not even close. Type 59 isn't a good example because Type 59 was nerfed multiple times. Type 59 in its glorious days was significantly better tank than it is now. And in a different meta. And now gun depression. But kulva means flowers. Flowers. Most beautiful flowers. Most beautiful flowers, my man. What to do now? And what to do now? Could go into the city. I could go for Gonzalo. I could go for Gonzalo as well. See ya. Last stand. I can slap the CS less, I can slap the Yoch, I can even slap the Su if he would make a decision to go. I can slap all of them. All I want to see them making pressure. Hope you realize that your marks won't go above 100% show off. That's the tank which I like, even the tank is shit. It's irrelevant for me. Am I over 100% or on 100% or on 73? It's irrelevant. For me, it's a fun tank. It's not the most competitive tank in the world of tanks. It's not the best. It's not the finest. But I don't mind this tank. I don't mind it. I do not mind it. Same goes for Pilot, but Patton Care is probably better for me for some weird reason. For some weird reason. I never noticed this waterfall. Have you ever, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever noticed this waterfall over there? No. There we go. We're living and we are learning. We're living and we are learning. No, I never camped so much in my games. Wow. Wow. Okay, okay. Fair point, fair point. I cannot be mad for a truth, you know? Come on, Skill, why are you running? I was the less. I was afraid of the angry less. I felt like if I would be playing in the same position, the list would slap the living crap out of me. So I thought the pussy gameplay should work the finest in this type of situation, right? That's what I felt. And it did. And it did, my man. Prosser, thank you very much for the host. Thank you, Mr. Prosser. How are you doing? Good. I remember this tank well, but once again, this is not the tank which I would recommend for folks to get from the bonds. Definitely not. Is this tank better than Tech 3 Pershing? No, definitely not. Definitely not. My first Mark tank was M6 back in the old days. M6 is still epic, honestly. 3.8 thousand damage, 1.2 thousand assisting damage, 4 kills, solid ace swanker, 1.6 base experience, and 128,000 profits, but apparently did not calculate the gold that I spammed in this battle for some reason.